doing an oil change on the 2007 Toyota Prius. 2004 to 2009, these are all the same. Jacked up the car on one side, passenger side, and if you guys do not know how to pop the hood and jack up the car on one side, then I'm pretty sure you don't do this oil change by yourself. Using 530 oil, high mileage. Mine only has 60k miles, but this one's 75 and up. Doesn't really matter. I mean, you can use synthetic, you can use whatever you want, but oil is oil, and I wouldn't waste extra money on garbage. So after you lifted up the car, I recommend the car being in operating temperature. Open up this in, open this up for vacuum. Go under here, there's what we need to unscrew. It is a 14 millimeter, and there is the oil filter. Sometimes it is a pain to unscrew the oil filter, but this one's pretty easy. Let it drain. I got my 14 millimeter. And I just reuse this spacer right here, clean it off and reuse it. They recommend to change it, but come on, you're just trying to scam me, bro. While this oil is draining, I have to complete unscrewing this filter, which is gonna be hot, but I am cold-blooded, so this doesn't really bother me. While this oil is deleting itself, I recommend that you go ahead and put about half a quart of clean oil in there, just to run it through the system, because I got 5 quarts and it only requires 4, so might as well just waste half a quart and flush the system a little bit. That's what I like doing on my own cars personally, but if I'm doing other people's cars, screw that, you know. For about half of this quart clean oil. It's getting cleaner. There we go. Oh yeah, look, it's still dirty. Oh yeah, there you go, there's clean. I like doing that to my personal cars. A lot of people don't do that because they said it's a waste of time. I feel like it helps, so shut up. While that's draining, this is the new oil filter. What I like to do, fill it up about halfway, grab a little bit of that fresh lube, put it all over that ring, because you always gotta use some sort of protection every time. Well, not every time, but most of the time. Nice and lubed up so it can have a nice seal when it touches the block. And then screw back in the hole. Simple. There you go. And I like to screw mine in hand tight. Just tighten it as much as you can with your hand, but not too much because it doesn't really require that much. I like doing mine hard though, so beauty. Since the car is on a slant and the oil is on the left side, as you can see the pan is actually tilted. So what I like to do on my own personal car, not on other people's cars, because I like my car better than other people's cars, so just lower it. And it's going to drain out a whole lot faster for like about 10-15 seconds. Then raise it back up. Okay, so it has stopped. Cleaned off my little nut here with the used spacer, because you know, scams and all, they're trying to let you buy another spacer, but this one's all fine. I mean, if your old one is cracked, sure, why not waste that $3-4, whatever. Tighten it fully. Get your 14. Screw it on hard. And hand tight it. Make sure you don't over tighten it. But if you do, then you're screwed, so whatever, you know. And I hand tightened my oil filter, so make sure everything is good under here. Wipe everything down. After you've taken everything underneath the car, lower the vehicle. Put this back in. Now when the vehicle is straight on the ground, I like doing 3.5 quarts first, all the way down. Starting the car. I like to get every drop because it's my oil, I bought it, leave me alone. Two and a half quarts in, and 3.5 quarts in. Once you have deleted those 3.5 quarts, go ahead and close this breather. Make sure this is all the way down in, and make sure nothing is leaking the bottom. Gets all Gucci. And let's start her up. And the engine won't turn on automatically, but go ahead and push this slightly and it will turn on the engine. I'll let it do it for about 10-15 seconds with the engine on, and then we'll check the oil level. And let's check our oil level again. Clean her off a little bit. Put it back in. And you check it one more time to see if it's good. Mine was, and you're done.